What's up, guys? How you guys doing today? I hope everyone is doing fantastic. As you can see, I'm doing wonderful today. Wow, the UEFA Nation League. I mean, people say is a glorified friendly. Boys, this doesn't look friendly at all. This guy going at it like 200%. Today we had like 3 teams going to extra time to qualify for the Final Four. Well, we have the Final Four. Our God will be there, Cristiano Ronaldo. He received another record. He had the most win in any player career. And of course, Portugal qualified in the expense of Denmark and Spain, France, and the other one is Germany. Yeah, that will be the Final Four. And of course, in Africa, the World Cup qualifier are playing. And in South America, we still have the World Cup qualifying playing because there will be Brazil, Argentina tomorrow. Boy, that will be crazy. And of course, the United States and Canada are currently playing 1-1 in an empty stadium. I don't know if the Canadians are boycotting the American or whatever, but this game is embarrassing to us because we're going to have the World Cup in North America in less than a year. And this is how they present football to the rest of the world. So anyway, guys, if you missed today's game, I'm gonna try my best, to go through all the detail, like to tell you what happened. So anyway, guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome to the world of soccer. So we're gonna jump into the game today because we were waiting for a mini remontada. I know the Spanish fan would say, oh yeah, Spain game was more important because we tied 2-2 in the first half and the first leg, and then now we're gonna talk about it. Now we are francophone. Like here is a French, America, Mali, and Central Africa. By the way, Mali is playing Central Africa tomorrow. So that will be, oh boy. That will be cool. I don't even know who I'm rooting for, but I think I'm rooting for Mali because there is a higher chance for Mali to win than Central Africa. So that will be the case. So like I said, we're going to just jump into the France game. France-Croatia, because the first leg was like a blow. It was a surprising. Croatia dominating France in the first half, beating us 2-0. The midfield of puppies. Because like it's 39, 36. Like because Modric is 39 years old. And we saw Perisic is 36. And Kovacic is 32. That was the team that dominated us in the first half of the first leg. They won 2-0. And of course we brought them to the Stade de France. Just telling them, okay, yeah, now you're in our garden, right? So we're gonna see how your daddy or grandpa gonna do on the midfield. Of course, we dominate the midfield today because from the first minute to the last, France controlled this game, head to toe. What a game by Upamecano! I mean, the first game he didn't start. Konate started. Konate was injured; he was out. But Konate did a lot of mistakes. He created a penalty, even though McMahon did great to stop that penalty in the first leg. But we were waiting in our remontada. We were waiting on a statement from Didier Deschamps. What kind of lineup he going to give us going to this game? Because we are behind. The last time France won after losing a first leg was against Ukraine in 2012 or 2011, qualifying for the World Cup in 2000. It was 2013 because we were playing the playoff going to the World Cup in 2014. And we all remember Mamadou Sakho scoring that goal, crazy goal, like, another remontada because we lost 2-0 in the first leg. And it was similar. It's not as important as a qualifying to the World Cup. But yeah, we have to send a message. To the rest of the world. We will be there. In 2026, France will be there as a favorite, not as an underdog. We saw last year in the Euro, Spain eliminated us. Spain beat everybody last year. So they played 7 games, they beat everybody. So Spain is Spain, right? So we were in the semi-final. This year we're going to be the semi-final. And we're going to get our revenge against Spain. Because the semi-final will be France versus Spain. The first leg will be in Madrid. Or whatever. It will be in Spain. We don't know where it's going to be. But it's going to be in Spain. And then the second leg will be in France. So we'll see what's going to happen. So Mike Maignan, Magic Mike. That's a Magic Mike. He stopped 3 penalty. If you count the first leg one, it's 4 penalty. This is what we call an expert. When we call an expert, you know what he's doing. He know how to stop penalty, bro. They do this stop 3 penalty. And a penalty shot out. So, Mark Maignan, William Saliba, The Rock, and of course, Upamecano, Upamecano easily can be the man of the match. But there is another dude who did really great, so we're gonna talk about him. And of course, Jules Koundé, solid, and Theo Hernandez, solid, better than Luka Dean. That's what we have last week, because this week we had two change. We have Upamecano in place of Konate, and Theo Hernandez instead of Luka Dean, and we saw the difference, right? And of course, the midfield there was changed too. We didn't have a Rabiot today. He's injured, but I think, they didn't play good. No Ganduzi. So, who played in the place? We had a double pivot with Chomeni and, of course, Kone. Kone, technically, that dude is clean. I think he's in AS Roma. He's clean technically. He can get out with the ball better than Ganduzi, or I'm not saying he's better than Rabiot, but that dude is technically sound. And of course, we have the three offensive midfielder that was accompanying Kylian Mbappe, the captain. Bradley Barcola, left wing. Michael Olise playing the number 10 role, and Ousmane Dembele playing the right wing, and of course Kylian Mbappe playing at the top. So you see this team, the lineup will just tell you the intention of the game is we're gonna attack. We have 4 attacking players on the field. That's not something Deschamps do. DJ Deschamps never do that. So when he does it once, we're gonna just, give it to him. Give it to him. Give it to him. He dared to do it. People said he won't do it. He did it. A very offensive team today, and it paid off. Because for the first minute, France was dominating. If you look at the stat, France had 28 shots to 5 for Croatia. 28 to 5. 62% of the position. This is not only from saying, it's the first half, the second half, or the first half or the second half of the extra time. The whole game, France dominated the whole game. They were just lucky they went there, because their goalie did a really good job. It's a Fenerbahce goalie, right? Jose Mourinho goalie. He did a really good saves. He had a wonderful game, but hey, it's against France. We beat them in the 2018 World Cup final. It's not a team that we're going to lose to. So the position was good. Pass accuracy, 90%. Compared to the first leg, we had 80, 83. That's almost a B minus, bro. You won't pass that in some colleges here. And of course, Croatia did a lot of foul. 24 foul to 14. It was an aggressive game. But the first goal Michael Olise scoring a free kick. This was the first free kick for France since Jerome Roten. You remember that dude you used to play in Monaco, the lefty? He worked now at RMC. He was the last dude who scored a free kick for France. I don't even know when that dude retired. Maybe 2008, 2009, or 2007, something like that. But that dude retired a long time ago. But we had someone who scored a free kick, 52nd minute, because the second half, we went to the first half 0-0. We didn't have a lot of shots on target in the first half. But the second half, we came on because Govjol and Kaletesha, they all were aggressive. They were making foul everywhere. And of course, they gave him Michael Olise boost bay. The goalie didn't even move, not even an inch. That's how perfect the free kick was. He put it in the top of the bin. It's not even top of the bin. He just passed the wall. He passed the wall and it was a goal. Great goal. And of course, from that, France was pushing again. I think we give them 10 minutes from 70 to 78. Croatia was kind of getting the ball because they switch the substitute. They bring on a young kid that were running more than Modric and Kovacic because they were tired. And of course, they were all tired. They substitute, they just took them all out. And then the young kid was dominating the game a little bit. And then of course we had the trio. I don't know if you call it trio, but you have Mbappe giving to Olise, Olise giving to Ousmane Dembele. Of course, Ousmane Dembele, the best offensive player in 2025. This is a 25th goal because the second one is Mbappe behind a 2018 goal. So he scored a goal, bringing the game to a level, right? 2-2. From that, we say, okay, what we gonna do? And of course, like I said, the rock behind it, we didn't give them anything, nothing. This guy didn't have anything. In terms of shot, they didn't have any shot on target. 0 shot on target. 120 minutes, 0 shot on target. We're sending the golden generation to retirement now. I thought Modric would retire in 2018, but that dude is still there. We send him to retirement. All right. So France qualify in the penalty shootout. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what happened. Like Theo Hernandez missing the penalty. Jules Koundé. Theo Hernandez is a specialist of penalty taker because he's the penalty taker in AC Milan. I don't know how he kicked that ball off because Mike Maignan did his job. He stopped the first one. He conceded the second one. He stopped the third one. It was him because people would say, oh, he kicked the offside. No, it was the goalie. They're scared of him, right? And then he stopped another one. He gave France like 3 times the chance to win. But like we had Jules Koundé missing at first and then Theo Hernandez. But Jeremy Doué is just like the future is bright for that boy. And I mean, his brother is playing for Ivory Coast, but hey, he's playing for France, right? So he's French. So he's going to bring a lot of positivity in that team, especially technically. Because that dude, he play like Neymar. You see him, he's just like a Neymar. They're both black, but like, you know, just like he's darker than Neymar a little bit, but they're similar. Like you see them, they just look the same, right? But he had a really good, his entrance was good. It was good. Warren Zaïre-Emery came in the second half. It was good. Colomoni, the energy is there all the time. So the substitutes were good. Didier Deschamps didn't do any mistake today. He was there pushing. Even though Kylian Mbappe didn't score, he saw the leadership. He was pressing high, up and down, creating chances, shooting. The goalie just had a wonderful game. I mean, Croatia goalie had a really good game. Because Barcola could score in the first half. That's a world-class save. 3 times against Mbappe. So the goalie had a good game, all right? So, France qualified. We deserve this qualification. It's not like, oh, yeah, it was lucky, it's a penalty. No, there was no penalty goal. We scored 2 goals, clean and nothing. Like, we qualified, we beat them. We deserve, like, this game, France just made it harder because we should have beat this guy from Croatia. This guy need to go retirement, bro. But I think we're going to send them to retirement. So, overall, it's a positive. Like, Jeremy Doué is really good. His first game, the first selection. And the penalty was he just like Neymar. No pressure. No pressure. Just put it in. So, I mean, Tchouaméni missed the penalty in the World Cup. But, hey, he scored this one. That's good. We qualify to the semi-final against Spain. Because, like I said, Spain won today. Spain was playing against Netherlands 3-3 because they did 2-2 in the first half, 3-3 in the second half, and the penalty kick. I mean, Lamine Yamal missed his penalty, but hey, the most important thing is to qualify, right? And Spain qualified. That is the most important thing. And Belgium qualified. They won 3-0 after losing 3-1 in the first leg. So they just reestablished the hierarchy there. They won 3-0 today. And Greece won Scotland 3-0. Scotland won the first leg in Greece, and then they lost at home. And of course, you have Austria, Rocknock. He's out. He's eliminated by the Serb. And of course, you have Ireland being eliminated by Kosovo, and Armenia, Georgia qualify. Miko Taje, Varaskelia, they qualify 6-1 in the aggregate. I don't know, 6-1 the first leg, and then like now, it's easy game. And Turkey qualify 3-0 and aggregate 6-1 because they won 3-1 in the first leg. And Germany qualified despite doing 3-3 because they won the first leg 2-1. But Italy considered a goal. Corner taken quickly. I don't know what happened, but like, Donnarumma did a world-class save and then forget he's a goalie and he was talking to his defender. Ba bene. And then like, the Germans say Musiala and Jamal Musiala and Kimi say, what this guy are doing? Give me the ball. And then he scored it. Like, it was easy goal. But 3-3, it was a good game. And of course, Portugal, Cristiano Ronaldo missed a penalty, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't affect because they won the game 5-2. And of course, he's the one who scored the second goal to give the hope. Now it's a 129. We just need 71 goal to reach 1,000. So Ronaldo is there. I know a lot of people were saying, oh, Ronaldo need to be benched to give some time to Gonzalo Ramos. I mean, it's just sad for Gonzalo Ramos, right? If you play in the same position as Ronaldo or Messi, it's just bad for you because like as long as this guy is still there, they're going to play. Ronaldo was saying in the press conference, if he have to sit on the bench, if he's good for the team, he's going to do it. He doesn't have problem with it. But we all know Ronaldo. Even in Saudi League, when he got substitute, he get mad, We saw him in Man United. He's a competitor. We won't accept it. And he scored the goal today, even though he missed the penalty. But Bruno Fernandes controlling the ball, hit like It's control and touch. Boom. I mean, it was the post, and then Schmeichel passed the ball to Ronaldo. Ronaldo scoring it, and of course they went to extra time because Rasmus Christensen and Christian Eriksen they score, and of course you have Anderson on goal, Ronaldo second goal, Francisco Trincao brace 86-91 to send it to the extra time, and of course Gonzalo Ramos sealing the game 5-2 at the end. So Portugal will be in the semi-final against Germany. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. We will be there. We'll be there. So like I told you guys, tomorrow will be Mali against Central Africa. We're gonna talk about that, and of course USA and Canada are playing right now. The minute I started recording, the game was still 1-1. So we're gonna we're gonna try to see what's going on in there because it's an empty stadium. So and the World Cup will be here in Canada, Mexico, and US. And this guy cannot fool the stadium. We'll be there. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Let me know below what you think about Portugal, France, Spain, and Germany. Who is the favorite?